Damian Maia, Jorge Masvidal, welterweight title eliminator here. Tyron Woodley, champ camp is underway. He says he's fighting in July. Not sure how either Maia or Masvidal would feel about a quick turnaround, depending, of course, upon how this fight goes down. But fascinating matchup here, obviously, Kenny, Maia versus Masvidal. And I think for Gamebred, you got to give him a lot of credit, right? I mean, nobody's calling out Damian Maia. I guess you've seen increasingly Kamaru Usman has called out Damian Maia. And now that he's the consensus #1 contender, the call-outs are going to come. But for Gamebred, man, there are easier fights, man. Even Stephen Wonderboy Thompson, to me, is a far easier matchup for Masvidal than Damian Maia. Your thoughts on what Gamebred can do to do what no one at 70 has done against Damian Maia?
Yeah, style-wise, it's a very difficult matchup for Masvidal. But Masvidal's that dude who he'll fight anybody anytime. Yeah. He's that dude. And he wants to go out and prove himself. And I think he has the wrestling skills to be able to stop Damian Maia. Now, here's where the problem lies, is that Maia gets a lot of his takedowns up against the cage. So it nullifies a lot of the traditional counter wrestling measures that most wrestlers try to use. Maia uses that cage extremely well. He takes the back off of there. If you prevent the takedown, he has a sneaky little attack where he goes right to your back. And he's going to be much bigger than Masvidal. You know, it's not like it's, you know, your typical 170 against your typical 170. Masvidal was fighting at 155. Maia, of course, an elite middleweight at one point in his career. He's going to be huge. He's going to be a lot bigger than Masvidal. I think where Masvidal can get it done is with his wrestling skills. If he can keep his feet moving and be able to get out of those clinch positions that Maia is so good at, he's going to have a huge advantage on the feet. There's just not many strikers that can deal with Jorge Masvidal. Masvidal does everything extremely well. Yeah. I think his jiu-jitsu is good for the most part against most people in that division, but most people aren't Damian Maia.
Yeah, hard to recall Masvidal being on the wrong end of a submission. Of course, that Toby Imada inverted triangle choke in 2009 comes to mind. But yeah, he's in and he's out and he's quicker on the feet, I think. But Damian Maia is ever evolving as well. And I think you'll see him have made appreciable strides when it comes to his striking. He might not even need to go there, given how quickly he seems to get everybody down, even though they know it's coming. So fascinated to see that one play out stylistically. Tyron Woodley has said he would fight Jorge Masvidal if Gamebred finds a way to get this thing done. And if you do get a finish early on here, Kenny, maybe they do turn around quickly here and fight. You know, Maia ultimately is focused on this goal, and you got to think that even if this is a 3-round war with Masvidal, if he gets his hand raised, he'll fight anytime, anywhere to get that title fight.
Yeah, absolutely. And that's what Jorge said as well. He said it doesn't matter if they're a teammate, whatever. If it's for the belt, he's going to fight, and he's going to fight him like he doesn't know him.